Beyond the Looking Glass, a photographic journey through Graphonia. Upon our return to my tour of the Institute, let us first pay homage to its director, guiding light, and the mastermind behind its very conception. Dr. Tudor. Born to a family of scientists, her inquisitive mind and insatiable curiosity were evident from an early age. Graduating with top honors in physics, she embarked on a career that would redefine the boundaries of scientific exploration. The multi-dimensional observation device, a testament to Dr. Tudor's visionary brilliance, stands as a crowning achievement in multidimensional science. Fueled by her initial revelation with the looking glass, this cutting-edge technology allows researchers to explore the vast tapestry of parallel realities, ushering humanity into a new era of discovery. Dr. Tudor's adept navigation through the uncharted waters of multidimensional exploration has not only transformed our understanding of the cosmos, but also redefined the limits of scientific imagination. Unfortunately for me, she was away on one of her public lecture tours at the time of my visit, and so this portrait hanging on the wall beside the entrance to the Institute's inner sanctum will have to suffice for now.
Imagine the multiverse as a tapestry, woven from the threads of five-dimensional.
Dr. Roger Sterling, head of the Institute's Multidimensional Research Department, is an enigmatic figure. It's said he never shows his face in public.
The curvature of space-time within each reality creates a unique resonance, akin to harmonic frequencies in a symphony of dimensions.
Turns out he also never shows his face in private. As he provided me with a personal, one-on-one lecture on the geometries behind multidimensional physics, I couldn't help but find myself distracted, wondering, why?
These holographic representations showcase the interplay of brain interactions, where each brain corresponds to a distinct reality.
No, I'll be honest with myself, that's not the reason I had so much trouble keeping up.
Incorporating Kaluza-Klein theory allows us to encapsulate the vibrational modes of these extra dimensions within the mathematical framework.
There's a reason why I have an English degree, rather than math or science. At least I know enough to nod and smile.
Now, observe as we traverse the multidimensional landscape, revealing the intricate dance of cosmic strings.
Even so, it was a very pretty presentation. I like the colors very much. Crossing into the Xenobiology Department, I was immediately confronted by anatomical models and diagrams portraying creatures both familiar and absurd. Here I encountered Dr. Anton Volkov, the department head and a pioneer in the field of xenopaleontology, along with his younger brother, Dr. Peter Volkov, a prominent figure in the realm of xenoanatomy. Their stern expressions might have been intimidating, had it not been for Ms. Bordeaux's prior warning. She let me in on the secret that, despite their serious demeanor, they engaged in an ongoing battle of wits, playfully naming otherworldly life forms to see who could make the other crack up first. After a brief introduction, they promptly informed me that they were too busy to act as my guides, and handed over a dossier thicker than my thigh. This comprehensive document contained everything I had ever wondered about alien life, but was afraid to ask. They must have spent a week compiling it, and then another week just printing it all out. They watched me expectantly for my reaction. Keeping my expression neutral, I thanked them graciously for their efforts. Passing their unspoken test, they energetically delved into the next 2 hours, showcasing their groundbreaking work. Brian Park, a non-scientist whose expertise forms the backbone of the Institute's endeavors, stands as a driving force behind its technical achievements. As the head AI systems engineer, Mr. Park not only ensures the seamless operation of the AI programs used to decode MOD data and simulate complex virtual experiments, but he also undertakes the critical task of enhancing the looking glass's targeting precision and energy optimization. Under his guidance, the MOD's reach has been stretched to encompass almost twice Earth's diameter, a remarkable feat that speaks to his ingenuity and dedication. Due to the profound impact of his contributions, Mr. Park holds a unique position as one of the few non-scientific staff members reporting directly to Dr. Tudor. His ability to bridge the gap between theory and implementation is integral to the Institute's ongoing success.
Working with the MOD and being part of Dr. Tudor's team is like navigating uncharted waters every day. The intricate dance between data and technology, the challenge of enhancing the looking glass's capabilities. It's a thrilling journey. We're not just pushing the boundaries of science, we're rewriting them. Being able to contribute to unraveling the mysteries of the multiverse is an honor beyond words.
At the time of writing, only 2 worlds are confirmed to contain the enigmatic force known as mana. Efforts to comprehend the nature of mana have yielded less than satisfactory results. Since we lack direct interaction with it through the looking glass, we are entirely reliant on the research conducted by the local inhabitants. The challenge lies in discerning the extent to which their conclusions align with factual information, as opposed to being merely mythology and anecdotal accounts. What we understand is that mana is invisible, ineffable, omnipresent, and it enables living entities that can engage with it to manipulate and even defy various physical laws. Its origin remains elusive, yet it is established that mana is a finite resource, steadily depleting since the emergence of draconians who first harnessed its potential. In the contemporary era, aerial griffiforms employ it judiciously to aid their flight. Dr. Maya Sato stands as the closest equivalent to an authority on mana in our world. Her virtual simulations aimed at replicating its behavior have pushed the very boundaries of physics. While it appears that mana might be absent from our reality, if it does indeed exist here, Dr. Sato will undoubtedly be at the forefront of understanding its potential applications. The languages found in Griffonia are unlike anything in our own reality. While one could argue that the AI behind most of the MRI's systems is responsible for much of the heavy lifting, it is still trained on human dialects. As a result, it falls on Dr. Weber and his Linguistics Department to take the final leap that is human ingenuity. As of today, they have identified over 7,000 different languages spoken by the sapient species of Griffonia. In the years since the discovery of this reality, they have only fully translated 53. Dr. Weber himself gave me a brief overview of one of the most broadly utilized alphabets, which he has dubbed Enochithian. It seems to make use of a mixture of both letters and pictograms. Most modern words are built from relatively simple markings, while older, more culturally significant words are crafted from intricate designs where each stroke holds a hidden meaning.
Studying the languages of Griffonia has been both a fascinating journey and a monumental challenge. In this realm, where even the wildlife resembles mythical creatures, language takes on forms beyond our wildest imaginations. Our team is committed to unraveling the mysteries of Griffonia's languages. We understand that behind each dialect lies a unique culture and history waiting to be discovered. It's a daunting task, but the pursuit of knowledge is what drives us forward. Who knows what hidden treasures we'll uncover as we delve deeper into the linguistic tapestry of this fantastical realm.
Not every reality discovered with the MOD contains an Earth-like world, or indeed any world at all. Similar to Red Queen, there's often nothing to look at besides an alien sun, or even just the distant stars. However, far from being disappointing, these realities hold extreme importance for astrophysics. The MRI is the sole place on Earth where you can get a real-time view of space without our atmosphere obstructing the view. True, you can always launch a remotely operated telescope into orbit, but that takes time, and even with modern fusion thrust engines and anti-gravity systems, it can be exorbitantly expensive. This is especially the case when your telescope inevitably wears out and you have to launch a new one. Maintenance on the looking glass is easier and cheaper than repeatedly launching invaluable instruments into space, only to see them burn up upon re-entry. Here, we observe Dr. Devin McKittrick and Dr. Abram Fields reviewing images of astronomical phenomena and sorting through more data than Galileo could have ever dreamt of. There's something meditative about their work, something I couldn't bring myself to interrupt. Instead, I stood in silence, bearing witness to the beauty of the multiverse unfolding before us. Few components of the multiverse observation device are as sensitive as the fusion generators and power management systems. Thus, it came as no surprise that my understanding of its workings remained superficial, limited to glimpses of its upper surfaces. The last thing I desired was for someone with a penchant for mischief to catch sight of something they shouldn't within my photographs. Even more concerning, I certainly didn't want to inadvertently nudge the wrong lever. Consequently, I readily agreed that delving into the deeper recesses beneath the looking glass should be left to experts like Frida Hagen and her team of engineers. I observed their diligent maintenance efforts from the other side of a thick pane of glass. I swear, they meticulously inspected every screw and every wire with military-like precision and a level of detail I hadn't witnessed since my mother made me dust the living room bookshelves. Ms. Bordeaux mentioned that I could briefly enter the secure room for a better angle or if the glare upon the glass posed an issue. However, this required more paperwork and donning a protective suit. Opting to stay put, I found it simpler to edit out the glare using photo editing software. Finally, my eyes beheld the looking glass itself. How can I capture the experience? Merely labeling it as a digitally synthesized window to another world seems inadequate, lacking even an iota of the awe that surged through me as I beheld a griffin soaring across an alien sky. The chamber containing it was equally enigmatic. The mechanisms were so advanced and foreign that I lacked any reference point to estimate the room's dimensions. This, coupled with the humming apparatuses not only beside, but also above me, generated a sense of both claustrophobia and being adrift within an unfathomable void. I've never been a religious man, yet in that very moment, had Ms. Bordeaux handed me a hymnal and beckoned me to join in, I would have sung with all my heart, tears streaming from the agony of spiritual bliss. I'm uncertain how long I stood there, fixated on that virtual rupture in our reality. I do know that eventually I found myself seated in a comfortable chair, my guide offering me another glass of water while calmly assuring me that my reaction was far from unique, even among the brilliant scientific minds that populate these corridors. Hence, the nearby break room was thoughtfully designed for precisely this purpose.